cutting out of the interview, but we had a result in Praggnanandhaa against Esipenko, with Esipenko resigning, and we are back just in time to see the absolute devastation of Andrey Esipenko.
Indeed, and he could have lasted for maybe a couple more moves. He could have made move 60, but at the end of the day, the result was no longer in question. Once Pragg put his bishop on b5, we identified that as the X factor. If Pragg had managed to do that, we said the game would be over. The strain on Black's position would be too heavy. And Andrey, he brought on the defeat even faster. Bishop e6, allowing bishop e8. He just forgot about that move. And he resigned here because after knight e7, the simplifying operation wins the game. Rook a7 check, and now rook takes e7, and white just vacuums up all of the kingside pawns. Boom, boom, and then these connected passers are easily going to decide the game. d5, bishop comes back to g6. You can also take this one for good measure, but essentially the h-pawn is unstoppable. There's nothing more to play for, and Andrey, as you can see, very upset, losing the last game of the tournament.
I mean, this is such a tough image to look at. We see Andrey hasn't even got up from the table yet, and yeah, just utter devastation and disappointment all over his face, written all over his face. I think once again it will also be a case with some distance and some perspective. He can reflect on the tournament differently, but of course today, a devastating loss. And I mean, Bigfoot was asking you earlier, Dania, is this some of the worst kind of loss when you know you had